Hey everybody, good afternoon baseball fans. This is Gorgo 2005 welcoming everybody to the channel today. Hey, we have a lot of stuff to look at, a lot of stuff to do today. And yes, Ryan Schroer 79, there is a perfect point giveaway today. 25K that we'll be giving away at the end of the stream, close to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And you will need to be here to enter and to win. So we hope that folks will stick around for the end of the stream, because that's when we like to do our giveaways on Sunday, as close to the end of the stream as possible, without running over, because we do want to try to find somebody to raid today. I do think I'm not sure if Cavacom is planning on being on for a longer period of time, but he's been on for some time today. Fluffy Kitty Ninjas, I think, may still be running, but I'm not too sure, because I've been too busy trying to get stuff worked out for myself here. Because I had some microphone issues that I found somewhat early on, but late enough to get concerned about. And I think I've got those sorted out. I see that my audio meter is running, and it's using the correct audio devices that I wanted to use. So I think we're looking good in that department. So anyway, let's see here. Yes. Okay. Oh, Cava got booted early in his postseason. Ouch. Sorry to hear that, Lud. So if he got booted early, then he is done for the day. So I won't be able to raid him, but we might be able to raid somebody later. And I'll always try to give first priority to... is this DishNet's 34 stream? Hi there, I rock this. Nice try. Mic level's a little low. Let's try this, because my meters are showing pretty good. My levels are showing quite nicely on my mic levels. I mean, like right now, I'm about as maxed as I can get. Okay. And I'm pointing myself directly at the mic right now, so hopefully folks will be able to hear me okay. Please let me know. Okay, let's see. Oh, you re-downloaded Pretzel. Okay. Alrighty, good. Okay, thanks, Torgonius, for the feedback. Okay. We'll try our best to keep it going here, because the audio output should be pretty nice, I'm guessing right now. Hang on just a moment. How about that? Does that help a little bit? Because I just bumped up my my desktop audio a little bit. That means the music's going to be just a tad louder. But my microphone seems to be looking pretty good. I'm not... you think I need more coffee? There, Ryan Shore. I just got done drinking one, believe it or not. Just before the stream started, about 2:30 or so, I had... a fresh Java here in my hand that I was nursing very carefully and trying my best to keep it going up until the time I had to get really labor intensive here on the stream. But anyway, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into today. I've got myself, let's see, about a little less than 7 minutes before our first ad break. And I've got... we've got 3 different teams to look at today. My number 1 team, the Flames, in diamond. My number 2 team, the Wildcats, in silver. And my number 3 team, the Juggernauts, in bronze. So we'll be taking a look at them in that order and working our way through team number 3. And then we're going to have ourselves our usual Sunday historical simulation. We still have, as the returning champs, the 1984 Detroit Tigers, who knocked off the 1975 Cincinnati Reds, both of them managed by Sparky Anderson. In my estimation, the best manager that ever was in the game, regardless of who may have win records, or this sort of win record or that sort of record. I like the fact that he won World Series in both leagues. That speaks testaments to his managerial abilities in my book. Not to mention that when he was here in Cincinnati, he had some very, very strong egos to try to manage. If you can think, having Johnny Bench, Pete Rose, and Joe Morgan didn't have that. I didn't think he had that big an ego, but Bench and Rose in particular, rather large ego individuals, and it was a little difficult at best to try to keep them managed. So it was a kind of a good balancing act, and I think Sparky did a marvelous job. But his 1984 Tigers did win our historical simulation last week over his 75 Reds. So anyway, today we have another mystery team, and I'm going to pull them from a different year and a different franchise than we've been doing lately. I think this one will be a fun matchup also, but let's wait until we get to that matchup to reveal who the mystery opponent is going to be. Okay? You have your audio cranked, okay? And right now, I'm looking at my mic on OBS, Torgonius, and it is cranked. It is really, really cranked. Let me double check one more thing, and I'll see what I can find out here. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, I'm cranking higher now. I am cranking higher. Okay. There we go. Wait a minute, hang on a second. Alrighty, there we go. All right, that might improve things a bit. I don't know, really. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the game and see what kind of trouble we can stir up in here. We got a little over 3.5 minutes before our first ad break. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at my number one team, the Flames. And it looks like I need to reestablish a connection with OBS. Hang on, with the game. Here we go. Alrighty, there we are. We are connected to OOTP. I'm sitting on the Flames right now. I forgot that when I had to restart OBS to get my my microphone worked out. So when I did that reset on OBS, I forgot to reestablish a connection with the game. So that's why I had to go make a little segue trip to my game and then come back to OBS. So we are on. Okay, is that better, Torgonius? I hope so. Thanks for the feedback in any event. Okay, let's take a look and see what kind of trouble we can get into here. Before I go in and take a look and see what the Flames have been up to, I have to take a look at my longest running tournament, because the last time I looked, I was very close to qualifying for PAX. And get a load of this. I already have my 5 Twitch drops from today. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I got those courtesy of the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show with FKN Commish LB running things as usual and running them par excellence. But I got my 5 drops already from him. And I already have a tournament win. So we've already picked up 15 packs today. And we won't be opening any packs. We're saving them for Wednesday's stream. But I think we're in the process right now. If I take a look at this number 3760 tournament, let's see if I have qualified for packs. Because I've been spending so long working on my audio issues that the fact that this is still running is encouraging to me, because I have not been eliminated yet. So I'm hopeful of seeing myself in some packs by now. And yes, I am in packs. I am in a semifinal right now. I'm trailing 3 games to 2 because I lost the quintessential pivotal game number 5. That these Olivia Podrigos are they're in the lead now, 3 games to 2. They are managed by Podrigo, and I have no idea who that person is. Let me take a look at their managerial record in the universe. I always go and check out, or I like to go and check out in the universe under managers and rankings. I will look up managers and see how successful my opposition is. So I'm looking for Podrigo. And I need to go back and delete a character. There we go. Now let's see what this guy is. Okay, there he is. He has 15 tournament wins. He is in double digits as far as tournament wins are concerned. So he's a little light compared to my total. Here's my total right here. And we're looking at the top number first because there's my Flames up there, and that's the bronze team that likes to pull in packs like none other. And they have 105 tournament wins. Now, if you take those 105 tournament wins and translate that into packs, 10 packs for each win, that's 1,050 packs times 6 cards per pack. That would be about 6,300 cards, 6,300 individual cards in wins alone. It does not count second places that get me 5 packs. It doesn't count semifinal losses that get me 3 packs. It doesn't count me mission rewards. It doesn't count any sort of other reward pack that I happen to get. But you can imagine how many packs I'm capable of getting just on tournament wins alone. It's time for us to take our first ad break, so let's take a quick break in the action while we hear from our sponsors. Hang on, here we go. Okay, gang, we should be back in action. We were looking at my managerial record here where I have my tournament wins outlined here. And you notice too that I have all 288 missions accomplished. There were only 288 missions that have been offered to date by the game, and I have completed every last one of them, and it's been that way for the last couple of weeks since we have not gotten any new fresh missions to accomplish since that last set that we got done. So anywho, that's what the tournament Flames are up to. We are in some packs already. We're only 30 seconds away from our next sim, but I'm not going to take time to wait for that. We'll come back and take a look at that next sim after we look at the team's progress and see what happened to them over the course of this most recently completed season. Not much changed since yesterday's stream, on the Flames anyway. We will probably get to stay in Diamond to fight for another day. So we are waiting for the game to launch me into Perfect Team. Takes a little while sometimes. And we see, okay, I lost my season finale to the Empire State Hive Mind, who had already fallen to second place. They were leading the division for practically the entire season. And in fact, during yesterday's noontime Eastern Time stream, they were still leading at that point. But somehow or other, the Crystal Beach Sunsets caught fire. Empire State kind of fell off the wayside a little bit, and they ended up 2 games in back of the Crystal Beach Sunsets. Now, Crystal Beach, if you look here at the team bubble, they have won Diamond twice already. So it'll be fun to see how the playoffs work out. And speaking of playoffs, why don't we just go ahead and see who all are in the Diamond playoffs in Diamond League number 363. Okay. I have to go back and, oh, wait a minute, looks like I got knocked out of that 3760. I lost out. So I'm going to have to be content with 3 packs there. That makes 18 for the day. All right, looking at the postseason coverage. Okay, we are already in. If I go all the way back to the wild card series here, maybe even look at the playoff tree. The playoff tree might be a little more revealing. Okay, here we go. We can see all of it at once. Here is Gabagoo Luigi, our buddy from Discord and also from here on Twitch. He, at the time we streamed yesterday, he had the best record in the league, but he ended up falling by the wayside, just like the Hive Mind did in my division. Gabagoo got relegated to a wild card slot, and he ended up having to play the McKinney Gators, and he beat them in a best-of-3 series, 2-1. Empire State Hive Mind, they did more than just fall by the wayside into a wild card slot. They ended up losing in the wild card round to the San Jose Ratata. Now, San Jose has won Diamond before, and it looks like they're moving on to another series here because they beat the Crystal Beach Sunsets, my division winner, knocked them out in the division series 3-1 in a best-of-5. Up here, the Gabagoos got knocked out by the Winnipeg Blue Jays, a free-to-play team, for free-to-play for life. I guess that's what the 4L is. But the Gabagoo is going to have to come back and play another season in Diamond because he lost his divisional series to the Winnipeg Blue Jays. Now, if I move my window here a little bit, we have yet to play the first game in this series between Winnipeg and San Jose. Over here on this side of the table, we have the former Perfect League champion, Taito Albas, who fly under a Cuban flag. They are here, and they're in their conference series or league series, along with the Marshall Mice. Marshall beat the Triborough 278ers in a best-of-5 series, beat them 3-2 in this divisional series. And the Taito Albas beat the Florence Nightingales, who have been appearing in quite a few of my leagues lately. The Albas have won 3-1 there, and now we have yet to play the first game, but we are ready for the first sim of the conference finals, and let's see if we see any results here. Will they show them to us here, or do I have to come back to the screen? I hope they show them to us here. Okay. No, they didn't. I got to go back in and look at the postseason and go to the playoff tree. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Torgonius is afraid to go look up his team. Ouch. So the first sim, I think these guys over here on the right side of the table, they ended up having an off day, while the Albas have taken a 1-0 lead over the Marshall Mice. So Taito Albas are looking to make a return to Perfect League from Diamond, having won Perfect League once already. So I think that's a good, healthy look at this outfit and this league. So we see who's done what, and know that my Flames will be coming back to fight for another day in Diamond. And if we look at our managerial record, you'll see that this will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be the 11th straight season that we have been in Diamond, or will have been in Diamond when the league play starts again tomorrow morning. Now, you can see up here, the first time that I went to Diamond League was in week number 4 of the game cycle, that we made it to Diamond League at a time when Perfect League wasn't even close to forming yet. The reason for that being, at the time that I made Diamond, there were only 10 Diamond Leagues. And those 10 Diamond Leagues were loaded to the gills with teams that were ready and able to fight for a spot in Perfect League, but it wasn't going to happen for a few weeks yet. So anyway, I wasn't totally ashamed to get knocked back to gold in that 2026 season, but you can see I had a 100 win season there and came in first. I did make the playoffs. I did not win a World Series, but I did make the playoffs, and I got promoted to Diamond, and here we've been ever since. So we will have been in Diamond 11 straight seasons and 12 of the previous 13. Not that I'm bragging or complaining or whatever, but just stating fact here and letting the picture tell you the story. So the Flames aren't looking too badly. I'm happy that we get to stay in Diamond for another season, but you can see that maybe fate is starting to catch up with me, because look at here. This second place right here got me into a World Series. I rode the wild card magic all the way to the World Series that season. Then here I lost out a little earlier. Then here I made the playoffs in a wild card slot, lost out even earlier than the season before. And this season that just completed, I didn't make playoffs at all. So I won't be terribly surprised if I end up as bad a position next season as I did this season, because things aren't getting any easier. They're not getting any easier at all here in Diamond. So that's about the best look I can give at the team here. I want to go back and, okay, we already know that sim for 3760, I already know that it was a loser, so I have to be content to get 3 packs out of that. Once this tournament completes, this number 60 tournament here, once it completes, then I'll get awarded with the 3 packs, but I have to wait until the finalists determine a winner and a second place finisher to get my 3 packs. Now, I do want to spam another one before we go take a look at team number 2, my Wildcats. And there's the Ace of Bronze that this team plays. Spamming that one. And bear in mind again, I already have, I guess, let me think about this for a second. I already have 13 tournament packs today, and then 5 drops that I've already earned. So I already have 18 packs added to the treasury just over the course of today, and we're hoping to pick up more before the day is done, which will end, I guess, at sunup tomorrow morning. So we are done here with these guys. Let's go take a look at team number 2, my Wildcats, and try to figure out, oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, here we go. Okay, that looked kind of funky. Don't suppose my computer's playing tricks on me here. Okay, since yesterday's pack grip, you see we've already gained, oh, I gotta wait, okay, have to wait for one to open up. But I did, overnight, I did manage to win 5 packs on this team from winning a Iron Best of 5 tournament, which has only 16 teams in it and only 5 rounds, and you don't get anything in terms of rewards unless you make the finals. You get 2 points or 2 packs for a second place, or 5 packs for winning the whole shooting match, being the best of all 16 teams in there. So let me see now if I can enter another one, and yes, I can. Iron Best of 5, there we go. Yesterday, when we looked at the Wildcats here, they were in danger of relegation. Quite a bit of danger of getting put into the drop zone. But you will see the happy for me result is that I avoided the Pumas dining room menu. I ended the season after being 10 games and more underwater for most of the season. I only ended up 8 games under, even though I was still in the division basement. I was only 6.5 games out of the division lead. So you see, the division winner was only 5 games over 500. So this was kind of a brutal division as far as survival went. But if we look at the league standings and look at the promotion and relegation part, you'll see that 6 games separated me from the 4 teams down here in the drop zone. So I did fairly well to make it back up that high, and I only ended up with a +1 Pythagorean, so that's not too shabby either. But anyway, for me to end up 8 games under after being, 14, 15, 16 games under 500. I'll take that one any day, along with the survival, where I get to come back and fight in silver for another day. So this particular team, these Wildcats that rely entirely upon the proceeds of their packs, we will have been in silver now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be our 10th season in a row in silver. We were in silver 2 other seasons back up here at the top, and we spent 3 seasons in gold before getting slapped back to silver, but we've been in silver and survived ever since. But here you see the same sort of pattern that we saw with the Flames. Halfway decent results, then tailing off even more. So next season, if no definite improvements are being made, and I'll tell you, the path to improvement for me is as close as one live Houston Astros card away from my grasp, because that one Houston Astros card is keeping me from getting Hank Aaron on my team. Okay, the toupee. Hey, there's BD Crow. Good to see you there. Okay, the toupee is on fleek. Ah! Okay, Bronze Live, the format made for spammers. Ah, okay, that might not be a bad one. Oh, I see what you mean there, Ludlud. That's one, for whatever reason, I've kind of avoided, and I'll tell you why. I don't like to have to rely on live cards. And I think you know the obvious reason is because every time you get a first Monday of the month re-rate and have to make adjustments right and left, I avoid live cards like the ever-loving plague. Okay? I just totally stay away from live cards. But I've heard the same thing that you're saying there, is that live bronze is made for spamming. Maybe so. But then you also have to, at least once a month, make adjustments. And I don't like to mess with live cards until Giveawa has got it right on the nose. After the season is over and we have no more live updates, then live cards are back in play for me, because I don't have to make any adjustments. Okay, so yeah, that's why I don't like to do live cards at this particular game. Hey, Brent3232, good to see you. All right, so this Wildcat outfit likes to play iron tournaments, and right now they are playing best of fives. And we've already looked at them a little bit. I've got to wait for 3 more teams to come in and sign up before I can spam one more. So let's look at our postseason here. I picked up 17 packs since yesterday, and 5 of those came from a tournament win. If I look at my transaction history, it'll tell me if I got lucky and maybe got some other ones that maybe I don't know about or haven't paid attention to. I find my tournament goodies in transaction history, and there we go. There's my tournament win right there. Oh, there's another 2 packs from a tournament win, and there's another 2 packs. So 9 of my 17 packs came from tournaments yesterday. And let's see now. We did get a mission done. That was like last night. Okay. Oh, this was also last night. So over the course of today, I have 7 tournaments from packs and 1 from a purchase. Looks like this one here was last night. So I don't really count that in today's action. So I have 8 packs added to the Wildcats total, putting us up at a nice healthy 17 packs in advance of this coming Wednesday's next pack rip. So I'm liking how things are looking. I've been able to take some of my recent Iron Tournament cards that I've drawn from packs and use them to improve my Iron team. And they are doing a little bit better. I picked up 7 packs already today. Well, in fact, this earliest one here was actually an overnighter. That would technically be part of yesterday's action. So I have 5 from a win today and 4 from a couple of second places that came in yesterday and overnight. One at 11:14 last night and the other one at 2:26 this morning, very early while I was busy sawing logs, like most folks on here, unless you're in the UK, in which case you were probably up and eating breakfast by then. Okay, so let's jump out of here and we'll spam another iron best of 5, then go take a look at team number 3. There we go. I'm ready to do this. Let's do this. Iron best of 5. And there we are. So we got 2 of the 3 slots spammed here, so I'm not going to wait on the other 13 teams. Let's get out of here, and we are going to go look at my number 3 team, the Juggernauts. And okay, I've got an ace of iron that's still running. Let me see. Ace of iron, not here, maybe down here. There it is, number 705. And how much of a gap do we have here? We have a gap of 11, so I may take a look at this 94 tournament here next. But look at, since yesterday's pack rip, I picked up another 30 packs. Almost all of those were courtesy of extra leftover treasury. I had drawn from, I believe it was a week ago yesterday, I had 2 different live perfect cards that I drew a week ago yesterday. I sold both of them. I had 40K in treasury. I didn't want to spend all of that at once, all on packs, or that would have given me way too many packs to open up because I have a limited amount of time I can stream. Okay? Hey Minerva, just got up from a nap, good to see you. Every time Carlos Santana drops too low, it ruins your entire lineup. Oh, I know what you're talking about there, Resume. I know exactly what you're talking about there. Okay, so anywho, I ended up with 30 packs, mostly because of a secondary round of pack purchases that I made after I ripped yesterday. I bought 20 packs with the first live perfect that I sold and ripped those yesterday. Then I took the rest of my treasury that I had left over and applied it after yesterday's rip and bought a bunch of packs. And that's what helped get me up to 30 so quickly after ripping all those other packs yesterday. So, anywho, let me show you the surprise result I had on these Juggernauts, because I was sure surprised when I woke up this morning, and we'll see why. And here we go. They had a 19-10 regular season Saturday. That was enough to put me into a 2-way tie, not only with the Burlington Bears here, not only for second place in the division, but also for the number 3 wild card slot. So when we got to game number 163, we should see that here. And game number 163 was right back here against those same Burlington Bears, and I walked off with game number 163 to earn the final wild card by an 11-2 count. So I was really happy to see that, very pleasantly surprised. This made win number 20 on the day. I went 20-10 altogether on yesterday's action to end me up at 88-75, only 4.5 games out of the division lead after being close to the bottom of the division for almost the entire season. So I was very, very pleasantly surprised to see these guys bounce back and get a playoff spot, even though they lost and got swept by this team here, and they would be I forget the name already, the Milton Freewater Pioneers. Okay, they walked off with everything in that wild card best of 3 round. They took both games in their park because they had a better record They got to host the games, and they had the home field advantage, which happens to the team with a better record, so that's understandable. So Milton Freewater, GG's to them, and we will see how they are faring in the postseason, because now I want to take a look at the oh, wait a minute, where am I looking at here? Playoffs. Now I want to look at the tree. Okay, so over here on this side of the table, on the right hand side of the table, there's the Milton Freewater Pioneers, and it looks like they got beat out 3-1 by the Daejeon Hawks that fly under a Korean flag. They were the winners of my division. Okay, so I ended up 4.5 games behind them. So they won their division, and they played Milton Freewater in the divisional series and knocked Milton Freewater out of the Freewater. Okay, and they took the division series 3-1. But look at here, in the best of 7 conference finals here, they are so far behind the Soma FTP TBD friend group, where they like to advertise the fact that they're free to play. And Soma is leading the Daejeon Hawks 2-0 in this conference final, trying to get a spot in the Bronze 228 World Series. Over here, it's a little bit closer contest. The Hamilton Tigers are up over the Goldfinger 007 Villains, okay? And that the picture should look familiar if you know anything about your James Bond trivia, okay? So, of all the teams over here, not too many were terribly familiar, except I'm looking for, okay, it looks like they got knocked out too. Okay, let me look at the regular league standings, because there was somebody over here that I was halfway familiar with. There we go, the Luigi Knights, owned by Oofnoob, okay? Oofnoob, who, when we started this bronze season, and I happened to point out that I noted his presence in my league and also in my conference, he says, wait a minute, I need to pay more attention. I got demoted? So he had been in silver the previous season and did not know that he got demoted down to bronze. Okay, I've got an ace of iron that just died. I'll have to spam another one. But let's see if we look at the league postseason coverage and the playoff tree again. The Luigi Knights got beat out in their wild card series by the Silver Spring Acorn. So Luigi will be doing the same thing as me. We shared the same fate in the same round. So we'll both be back in bronze to play another season here. And this will be an umpteenth consecutive season for me in bronze also. I'm kind of in a little bit of a developmental rut here. Excuse me. So let's take a look. We have 3.5 minutes until our next ad break. If I look at my scores and schedules, then go look at my managerial record. Look at all these seasons in a row that we've been in bronze. This, starting tomorrow morning, will be my 8th consecutive bronze season. But look at how many seasons we spent in a row in iron. Okay, we were in iron for 5 straight seasons before we earned promotion, and we got up to bronze, and we stayed in bronze ever since. Back here, our final stone season, that's the only World Series trophy that any of my 3 teams has picked up. I'm one for a gazillion when it comes to World Series, and this is my one and only World Series trophy sitting here on my number 3 team, the Juggernauts. So we won a World Series there, and we've spent 5 seasons in iron, and now we will have been in bronze for 8 straight seasons. So anyway, let's see here. Oh, that was you that knocked me out? Okay. Ah, okay, Kurt. Okay, let me see. Oh, see Lawless Kurt. Okay, I can read the name now. I need to get my glasses changed. Okay. There we go. And because that blue background, or the blue against a black background for me is a little harder to read. So that was you. you knocked me out. Okay, well, not to worry. GG's to you for winning, and better luck next time for me. So you were able to take me on and knock me out. Let's go back to that league tree. I'm going to go backwards up here instead of where I was. There we go. So the Milton Freewater Pioneers, if I go click on them, there's C. Lawless Kurt, just as advertised. Yes, yes, yes. Congrats on winning your division. You were obviously the number 3 seed in the conference to have to play a wild card round, but it looks like you did take it on the chin to the Daejeon Hawks, who are busy getting beat up by their opponent in the conference finals. So we will both be back in bronze together starting tomorrow morning. Okay, so, and GG's again to those Milton Freewater Pioneers. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now I think I need to spam another Ace of Iron. Yes. Oh wait, it's preparing. I gotta wait on this one to finish up before I can spam one more. Then I'm gonna run back to team number 1, the Flames, and that's where we're gonna run our historical simulation today. That should take us through the latter part of the show today. We only have half a minute till our next ad break. So by now, let's see, am I able to do an Ace of Iron? Yes, I am. Okay, I can do an Ace of Iron. We have time to run back to the Flames, log out of here, and go back to the Flames. We'll get the historical simulation started as soon as the ad break is over. And there is the alarm, okay? Be ready. Ad break number 2 coming right up. Have fun. Get up, get yourself a drink of water, whatever, and we will be back in a minute. Okay, gang, welcome back. And I'm taking a look at my longest running tournament that I have running on my Flames right now. We play Ace of Bronze tournaments and spam the dickens out of those things. Right now, I am enjoying a little bit of off time while I'm waiting on my next opponent to emerge here that will meet me in the quarterfinal of this particular tournament. The winner of this series coming up will advance on to win some packs. No packs are won unless you get through this quarterfinal level in a 32 team best of 7. So I have to get through the quarterfinal to get to the semis. If I lose in the semis, I get 3 packs. If I make it to the finals, I get 5 packs for coming in second. I get 10 packs for winning the whole thing. And I've already gotten a 10-pack win today, plus a 3-pack semifinal loss. Plus the 5 drops I've pulled in 18 packs so far today. So I have to win this coming season, or this coming series, to be able to earn me some more packs on the day. Now we're done looking at this. Let's come back out and let's get that historical simulation going. We are doing the 1984 Detroit Tigers against our newest mystery team, and I think this one's going to be a really, really fun matchup because it's a brand new franchise that I've not ever simulated before. It's even almost a brand new era that I have not simulated before. So let's take a look-see at what we have coming up here. Have to get the historical simulation going. There we go. Now, I need to get, the home team is going to be the 84 Tigers, so I need to make this the defensive era. And I choose 84 as my year, and I choose my team as the Detroit Tigres. Okay? So there they are. Now, up here, for the visiting team, this will be the new mystery team. I'm going to take baseball's rebirth, which is an era that we've hit before, especially with those 1927 Yankees that I liked so much. It's going to be in this particular era right here. And this year that I'm going to pick here might give you a clue about who the team is going to be. I'm going to pick 1934, 50 years exactly behind the 1984 Tigers. And if you know your baseball history, you know who this team is going to be. It's going to be the St. Louis Cardinals, the Gas House Gang. This is the fabled Gas House Gang, and here we go. St. Louis beat the Tigers. They beat Detroit in that series also back in real life 1934 in Game 7 to win the 1934 World Series, their third championship in 9 years. Gas House Gang featured Ripper Collins, Joe Medwick, otherwise known as Ducky Medwick, and Dizzy Dean. Detroit had catcher Mickey Cochran. Okay, he won his second MVP award. And Charlie Gehringer, Lefty Gomez, Lou Gehrig. Okay, they led the American League. Okay, in all the Triple Crown categories, while Lefty Gomez paced the junior circuit with 26 wins. Okay, then Paul Wainer from Pittsburgh Pirates' outfield won his second batting title with a .362 average in the Giants' Mel Ott. And Carl Hubble also had fine seasons, but New York fell 2 games short of the Cardinals for second place. So this was when we had a very simplified playoff format. You have the winner of the National League playing the winner of the American League in the World Series, and that's it. No other playoffs necessary. League winner, boom, World Series. So St. Louis, the Gas House Gang, is going to be up against my Sparky Anderson, but his Detroit Tigers from 1984. So I'm going to set this for 1984 settings. I set it for the home team, and I disable injuries. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. Okay, nothing new in chat. So, gotta wait for the simulation to build itself. And once it's done, then we can get started here. About 23 minutes away from our next ad break. Okay, just giving you fair warning. All right, now let's see here. Nothing new that I need to adjust here. So let's go ahead and get in here and play us some ball. We're going to be playing in Tiger Stadium, which is probably where the 34 Cardinals played as well, because I do believe Tiger Stadium was in effect at the time. In 1934, Tiger Stadium should certainly have been the 1934 Tigers home field as well. So 84 and 34 had Tiger Stadium in common, which is kind of cool. So here we've got 30-win Dizzy Dean against 18-8 Dan Petrie. So we're not going to play this one live. We're going to go ahead and simulate, and we'll continue simulations until we get close to determining a winner, and then that one we will play out. Okay, we have about an hour or so before the stream needs to end. I don't have to worry about hurrying myself to the kitchen tonight, because this old fart got smart on this Sunday and did a crock pot meal that started this morning. I worked my Rumpelstiltskin off this morning getting the crockpot meal ready. It's a keto-friendly version of a beef stew. Has no potatoes in it. It does have some carrots. Carrots are about the best root vegetable that I'm allowed to partake of on a keto diet, which, by the way, has gotten me down close to 60 pounds, thereabouts. And we're trying to keep the ball rolling, okay? Minerva says something here that once he picked up Bullet Joe Rogan, he thinks his team did pretty good in Golden, and he also got Paul Hines and Jim McCormick, and haven't found a way to add them yet. Ooh, I found a way to use them both. Hines put Richie Ashburn on the sidelines, and I think McCormick did the same for one of my diamond pitchers and moved him to the Pines. So yeah, I found places for both of them right away. All right, so we are ready to go ahead and simulate us a game that takes place in 1984 Tigers home field, which was the same field that St. Louis would travel to and play in 1934. Let's do this first simulation and see how we're looking. Okay, anytime now. I clicked you. And there we go. The 84 Tigers have beat the Gas House Gang 3-1 in game number 1. Dizzy got beat up a little bit. He took the loss after a 30-win regular season. And Petrie took the win. Chet Lemon got a home run for the Tigers. Let's look at the box score. It looks like, yeah, the Tigers jumped all over Dizzy Dean in the bottom of the first inning, scoring 2 quick runs, and we'll maybe take a look at the game log to see how they did there. So Chet Lemon was 3 for 4 with a home run and a double. He drove in all 3 runs and scored once himself. Okay, the scoring once came from his home run. So he drove in all 3 runs single-handedly for the 1984 Tigers. So Chet Lemon would obviously be the star of the game, and right now the current front runner for World Series MVP. So 3-1 for the Tigers. Who was on base when Chet Lemon hit that home run? Let's see here. It might tell me. It doesn't really. It just says 1 on. Let me see if I can figure it out from the runs scored. It had to be Kirk Gibson. It had to be Kirk Gibson because he scored the other 2 runs. So Kirk Gibson was already on base when Chet Lemon hit his first inning 2-run shot. And then Kirk came home later on another hit by Chet Lemon, probably a double. Okay, what do we have here? So, yeah, Kirk Gibson had 2 total bases. Let's look at the game log, see what that tells us. I like to look at the full story sometimes, especially when I've got time to fill, and I do have it to fill. Okay, we're looking at the bottom of the first. Kirk Gibson did hit a single in his first at-bat, bottom of the first. Trammell grounded out to the third baseman. Kirk Gibson got a ground ball single between 2 and 5. Let's see, 29. Let's see, I'm guessing maybe, it's an infield hit. It was between the 2 position and the 5 position. It was down the third baseline between the catcher and the third baseman, and Kirk Gibson got on base with a 1-out single. Then Gibson managed to steal second base on a one ball count, okay, or on a 1-1 count, I should say. He stole second base, or no, it was a 1 strike count. My bad. Okay, he stole second base on the 1-1 count, and Chet Lemon hit that home run to drive him in with the game-winning run. Okay, so that was a decent start for the 84 Tigers. Let's come back to play ball. We will finish up the day and call it quits for that day. Let's simulate another one, and let's see how Paul Dean wonder, let's see, did he marry Dizzy? No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. I believe they were brothers, okay? So Paul Dean is pitching and Milt Wilcox for the Tigers, okay? So let's see how this matchup turns out. And St. Louis evens it up. In game number 2, they take a 4-3 verdict. And let's look at the box score here. Dazzy Vance had a decent game there, I do believe, okay? Cardinals went the distance and then some. Extra innings with a 10th inning, extra inning game win for the 34 Cards, okay? Okay, they took the 4-3 win behind the efforts of starting pitcher Paul Dean. He threw 8 innings of 7-hit ball. The Clubs are now tied 1-1 in the best-of-7 series. Ducky Medwick, the MVP winner from 37. Oh, how's that possible? We're talking 1934 here, and they're mentioning 1937 as if they can see in the future and be able to tell that he's going to win an MVP award. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Okay. Let me take a quick look at chat and see if anything's new going on in there. Okay. I have thought about putting Ashburn and Hines in there together, but at the time that I put Paul Hines in, Ashburn was not doing very well. And I haven't found an excuse to take Paul Hines out yet, or even Cool Papa Bell. Cool Papa continues to steal bases like an absolute idiot. So I don't really want to mess up the vibe of what I've got going there. Ashburn and Cool Papa were a pretty good pair, but at the time that I did acquire Mr. Hines, then I was able to make that. It was an easier decision then because Ashburn was stinking up the joint, and I haven't found an excuse to replace Paul Hines or Cool Papa Bell yet, because their performance has been pretty decent for me. Okay, so there's Ducky Medwick that is going to win the MVP award in 1937, but somehow the game knew that in advance, because this is the 34 Cards that we're playing here. Okay, direct impact on the outcome. He contributed a run-scoring single in the top of the 10th, and he's the one that drove in the winning run. So if we take a look at the game log at the top of the 10th, we can see how they did score that deciding run that won the game. Okay, so we got a base on balls for Frankie Frisch leading off the inning. Okay, then Bill Delancey came up and hits. Let's see now, what have I got here? Oh, a fly out. I missed the fly out from Ripper Collins. Okay, he flew out to left field. All right. Then Bill Delancey is up, and he got a one-out single that drove Frankie Frisch to second. Now, Ducky Medwick gets up, hits a single of his own, and scores. He scores Bill Delancey from second base, who came around third to score. Okay? I'm sorry, no. Frankie Frisch. Frankie Frisch was on base first, okay? Frankie Frisch rounded third, headed home, and got himself the game's winning run. Okay? Then we had a fielder's choice at second base. And then, let's see what else we had here. Another walk, put a man on first, and move Rothrock over to second. And then we had a ground out fielder's choice, so they took the short route to get the final out of the 10th inning for Detroit. So yeah, they went the short route to there. That would be the third baseman going to the second baseman for that force out at second. So that's how they flew here in the 10th inning. And look at here. We had us a leadoff single from Chet Lemon on the 84 Tigers, but after that, 1, 2, 3, 2 flyouts, one of them to right field, and another one to center field. Okay, and that one to center field was on a line shot with a 90.6 exit velocity. So that ball stung a little bit from Lance Parrish. But then the next guy up, last one up, was Lou Whitaker, Sweet Lou, and he got himself a swinging strikeout. So the game went to the way of the 1934 Gas House Gang Cardinals, and we are even after 2 games in the World Series, 1 game apiece. Okay, so I think we're going to have us a travel day, and I'll go ahead and finish this travel day and change game 3 tomorrow to game 3 today. Okay, now we're ready to play or simulate. Since it's tied up 1 game apiece, we'll go ahead and simulate. And while the simulation is happening, I'm going to take a quick look at chat. Nothing new since Minerva's question about Ashburn and Hines. Haven't really thunk that much about that. I've already explained that. So the Tigers from 1984 have knocked out the 1934 Cardinals 6-4 in Game 3 and take a 2-1 series lead. Let's look at the box score here. Jack Morris was the winning pitcher, and I forget who that is. Which Hallahan? Bill Hallahan. I thought he was a Bill. Wasn't absolutely sure. And Willie Hernandez? Yes, Willie Hernandez picks up the save. Box score will tell us most of what we need to know here. Okay, so it looks like Kirk Gibson had him a couple of hits with an RBI and a run, and also with a walk thrown in there. But look at, he left 5 runners on base. Ouch. Chet Lemon left 6 on base by going 0 for 4, but he still had an RBI, so I'm ready to bet that that RBI was because of a fly out or something, maybe a sac fly. Hard to say. Hard to say. Alan Trammell went 0 for 3 in the 3-hole. Lou Whitaker went 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored and also a walk. And he only left 1 runner on base. Okay. Tom Brookins down here went 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored and also with a walk. So he had about the same hitting line that Lou Whitaker did. Okay. All right, let's take a look and see what happened in the bottom of the first, because it was practically decided by the time we got through 7 complete, because by then it was already 5-0. Then it was 6-0, and then the Cardinals came back with 4 runs of their own, and that finished out the scoring for the day. So let's see what happened in that very, very first inning in the game log. And I might take a look at the bottom of the 7th to see what happened with the Gas House Gang. Okay, here we go. Top of the first. Okay, top of the first. Kirk Gibson is the leadoff hitter, gets a single on a 1-ball count. Then on a 2-0 count, Lou Whitaker hits a single of his own. This one goes to right field with an exit velocity of 85.0. So he kind of blooped that one, it sounds like, a little bit. But right there was a line shot that was hit directly on the screws by Kirk Gibson with a 106.9 exit velocity. Holy smokes. So we have it first and second, except Kirk rounds second and goes to third, and he is safe on the throw from the right fielder. So we have him at first and third, nobody out. So Alan Trammell gets up, and on a 3-1 count, he draws a walk. Okay? And Lou Whitaker gets sent over to second base. We still have Kirk Gibson on third. Bases are loaded. All the ducks are on the pond. Still nobody out. So here, Chet Lemon is up there, and on an 0-1 count, he flies out to left field. The runner from third tagged up and scored on the throw from the left fielder. Okay? So Lou Whitaker ended up going to third on that throw. So we have him now at first and third with 1 out. Okay? Next person up is going to be Rupert Jones, and he hits a fly out to center field this time with a 94.4 exit velocity, so it sounds like a decent fly ball. And that caused the runner from third to tag up and also to score. So Rupert Jones got him an RBI or a sac fly in the same manner that Chet Lemon got a sac fly with an RBI. So, long way around the horn. That's how the first 2 runs of the game scored. I want to look at maybe the bottom of the 7th and see what the Cardinals did that was so damaging here. Where I think they ended up with, 4 runs? Is that right? No, I don't want the top of the 7th. I want not the bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 8th. Yeah, it's bottom of the 8th that I want. So Leo DeRocher was up first, and on the first pitch that he saw, he flew out to between right and center. Looks like it was caught by the right fielder. Caught by the right fielder in the right center gap. 84.4 exit velocity. So Buster Mills is the next guy up. And on a 1-2 count, he grounds out. So we've got 2 outs already. So all of this 4-run action happened with 2 outs. So that was kind of cool. So next guy up, Spud Davis, gets on with a 2-out walk. Pepper Martin gets on with a single and drives Spud to second. He doesn't try to round second to go to third. Frankie Frisch is up and hits a bases clearing triple. And whenever a triple happens...
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
Yep, so Frankie Frisch necessitated that call. He got the triple, scored both Spud Davis and Pepper Martin. So Frisch is on third base, still with 2 outs. Ripper Collins is at the plate, and a wild pitch allows Frisch to come in from third. So there's that, okay? And then Ripper Collins ends up drawing a 2-out walk with 3 runs already in. Bill Delancey comes in, and he draws a 4-pitch walk of his own, moving Ripper over to second. Next batter up, Ducky Medwick, is up, and on an 0-1 count, rips a single in between, I believe that's in between the shortstop and second base. He hit it right up the middle and caused Ripper to go to third, Delancey to second, but Ripper comes around third and comes home and is safe at the plate with a throw coming from center field to the catcher. So that's how the Cardinals managed to come back and score 4 runs, but they ended up a little short on the stick anyway and came home losers 6-4, losing in their own ballpark. So coming back here, we are ready to simulate us, I think, one more once I finish today. Take a quick look at chat, see if anything is new. Jack Morris attended Brigham Young. Okay, good to hear that, Brent. You saw him play in college. I think I told you already about me getting to see Mike Schmidt hit his last home run in an Ohio University Bobcat uniform. I was there as a junior in high school at OU because I knew that's where I wanted to go to school. I was there on a campus visit, and there was a break in the tour action where we were touring campus, where we were free to explore around and do some looking around ourselves. And I found myself at Troutwine Field, the home baseball field for the Ohio University Bobcats, and I got to see Michael Jack Schmidt, a senior that season who was getting ready to graduate, and of course went on to bigger and better things after he got drafted by the Phillies. But Mike Schmidt hit his final home run with me in attendance. The ball was estimated to travel 485 to 515 feet. It went to straightaway left field so far over the wall that it hit the middle of the roof of the building adjoining left field. It was an epic home run. But the last one that Mike Schmidt would hit in an OU uniform. So I thought that was really, really cool to be able to see that. And I had no idea that it was going to be his last home run until I looked it up online. That was his last home run. It was at home at Troutwine, and it was off of the middle of the Grover Center roof. Grover Center was Ohio University's old basketball arena until they built the domed Convocation Center in 1967, 1968. So by the time the Grover Center was hit with Mike Schmidt's last home run ball, it was no longer the basketball arena. It was more of a phys ed building at Ohio University, because the basketball Bobcats played their basketball at that point in time in the new Convocation Center, which was a big accomplishment for a small college. Okay, Twins 34 says Morris pitched by far one of the best games, and you were glad you were able to see it happen? Oh my. If you can provide some more details on that Jack Morris game, that would be great, Twins 34. Okay, give us a little bit more context there while I'm getting ready to simulate game number 4 of this simulated World Series. And it's 4-11. I think we have time to simulate this one, and we'll look at the box score. Okay, it looks like Detroit from '84 is ready to knock the Gas House Gang out of this series. We will play the next game because they have won game 4 by a score of 6-2. We had Roger Mason. Yes, Roger Mason was the starting pitcher and winning pitcher. And Tex Carlton, I've forgotten, I knew it was T something because of the initial there, but I couldn't remember it was Tex. Tex Carlton took the loss. Chet Lemon got himself another home run, and Ducky Medwick got his first of the series. Okay, and we are ready for one more ad break. Let's do that real quick, and then we'll come back and get ready to simulate we will play out game number 5 in St. Louis. Okay, be ready. Here we go. Okay, gang, we are back. Okay, so let's see what the box score looks like in game number 4. So the 84 Tigers out-hit the 34 Cards 12-7 and outscored them 6-2 with 3 different 2-run innings here. They effectively won the game with that 2-run 5th inning. Let's jump ahead and see there's what happened in the 5th inning. There's where the winning runs came from, where Chet Lemon hit a 2-run home run in the top of the 5th to put the Tigers up by a 4-1 count. Then the Cards came back in the bottom of the 6th and made it 4-2, but then the final runs of the game happened in the top of the 7th. So who was on base when Chet Lemon hit that 2-run homer? Let's find out from the game log. So we're looking at the 5th inning. And who was on base? It was Kirk Gibson. Doesn't it stand to reason? Seems like Kirk Gibson gets in and Chet Lemon drives him home. Okay, that's about the second or third different instance of this. And I would dare say almost at this point that Chet Lemon is probably going to be the MVP candidate for this World Series. Because this game number 5 to take place in St. Louis is going to be played out. Let's get to finish out the day, and we will get ready to do that play out. Okay, finish the day, and we will play this one because we may have a World Series winner at the end of this one. Okay, I might have to do some jumping around because I do want to be done with this simulation by about quarter till or 10 till the hour. We have, oh yeah, we do have one more ad break to go, and it's going to be in about another 20 minutes. Okay, so let's see. We are ready to play this. We're letting computer animation take that over, and we already know that the Cardinals are being managed. Oh, I can't even remember who their manager was in 1934. But I know that Sparky Anderson is the actual manager over here. Let me see who managed the 1934 Cardinals. 1934 Cardinals manager. Branch Rickey. Okay, I should have known that. I most certainly should have known that. Okay. So, Branch Rickey was managing the Cardinals that particular season. So he's the manager on this side of the ledger, and Sparky Anderson's the manager over here on this side of the ledger. Let's go ahead and start the game and see what all we get out of this little bad boy. And Budweiser Bob, hello, good to see you. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge your presence there because I saw you come in while I was starting the ad break, and I forgot to say hi to you. But welcome to the channel. It's good to see you as always. Budweiser Bob is one of the kind subscribers to the Gorgo channel. We appreciate that very, very much. Okay, let us see what we can do here. We are ready to simulate us some World Series action. So Alan Trammell is up at the plate for the 84 Tigers, and Dizzy Dean is back on the mound for the 34 Cardinals. Bill Delancey behind the plate. Let's get into this and see how we do. Oh, wait a minute. I told the artificial intelligence I wanted to do everything. I told it that I wanted artificial intelligence to do everything. What's going on here? It's asking me to make a decision. I'm not going to make a decision. I'm just going to pitch to the batter. Let's go. With a 1-2 count. Alan Trammell hits it to the mound, and he hits it right to first base. Okay, so Collins got the ball, walked it over to first. Boom, out number 1. Okay, something got miscommunicated to the AI there. That it thinks I need to make decisions, and I told it I wanted to do AI the whole way, and oh, ouch, Kirk Gibson struck out swinging. Okay, on a 3-2 count. Okay, the next guy up is Chet Lemon, my candidate for hero of the series, and we're going to go ahead and pitch to him, and on another 3-2 count, struck him out swinging. Ouch, ouch, and ouch. So Dizzy Dean's stuff is working, at least in the first inning. So after a half inning, it's Tigers nothing and the 34 Cards coming up to bat. It's asking me to make decisions again, and I don't want to do this. Okay, on a 1-strike count. Mr. Martin swings, and we got an out, caught out in center field. Okay, the left center field. So Mr. Jones has caught the ball, and we have one out. Let's go on to the next batter, which should be Frankie Frisch. Okay, he's going to swing away. I told the game I wanted AI to do this. To third and to first, and we have 2 away. All right, so it looks like the pitcher's making some short work of this team. Petrie was the winning pitcher in game number 1. Now we got Ripper Collins up for the 34 Cards. Okay, swinging away. And on a full count, struck him out looking, or no, it was swinging. Okay, I missed the swing. I missed the graphic on the swing. So there's another like 1, 2, 3 inning, you might as well say, and we are after 1 inning complete. Nothing, and the 1984 Tigers are coming up to bat in the top of the second. So we're going to pitch to him. Ooh, that was strike 3 looking. That was a tough one. Rupert was up. Dizzy Dean is dealing today. Dizzy Dean is absolutely dealing. I think he's got 3 strikeouts already. Here's Lance Parrish up, and he hits it to third base, and he throws him out very handily. Okay, so Parrish is out. We're down to 2 men out. Let's see how we do with Lou Whitaker. Sweet Lou coming up to the plate against Mr. Dean. I'm going to pitch to him. A 2-out walk issued to Lou Whitaker. So that's Detroit's first base runner of the game. Okay, now we have Darrell Evans up at the plate. And let's see what Dizzy Dean chooses to do with him. On a full count, hit to second base and thrown out very handily. So the side is now retired. Darrell Evans grounds out to second base. So they did get a base runner aboard, but didn't threaten any further than that. So after 1.5 innings, it's still nothing. Okay, and the 34 Cardinals are up at the plate with catcher Bill Delancey up. And he's coming in on the first pitch he sees. Hits it to shortstop, who boots it, and Alan Trammell with the error, and we see it over here in the E column. So Delancey is safe at first with his leadoff plate appearance. So we have a man on first, nobody out, and coming to the plate is going to be Ducky Medwick. Ducky Medwick will be swinging away here, and let's see how he does with Bill Delancey on first base. And the first pitch he sees hits it to straightaway center field, and Chet Lemon reaches up and picks it off, and we now have 1 man out, and Delancey still on first. Okay, now we have Jack Rothrock, the right fielder, up at the plate. We have some lefty on righty action. Lefty at the plate, righty on the mound. And we're going to be swinging away. And let's see, with 1 out, we have another walk issued to Rothrock. So we have him sitting on first and second now with 1 out. Next batter up, Leo DeRocher, the future manager of the Cubbies. Okay, he's up with 1 out and men on first and second. So, is this a double play ball? Yeah! It is a double play. 6-4-3. Double dip action, and that is that. So the Cardinals are out of the second inning, and we are, after 2 innings complete. 0-0. Tigers, Cards. Top of the third coming up. And Johnny Grubb is up at the plate to face Dizzy Dean, who has been dealing today. Okay, pitch to him. And there's the first hit of the day for Detroit. In fact, the first hit of the ball game, where Mr. Grubb has knocked a run over to second base. I don't know what happened to the graphics there, but the game kind of screwed up. Okay, let's see if we can make something better happen here graphically, okay? So we now have Dan Petrie, the pitcher, up against his opposite number, Dizzy Dean. Okay, pitch to the batter. He bunts it. Okay, so he goes to first, and Johnny Grubb goes into second. So Dan Petrie was successful with his sacrifice bunt by sacrificing his own out in favor of moving Grubb up. Okay, so we're sitting on second base now with 1 man out. Alan Trammell up at the plate. Let's see if he can atone even though it was rather inconsequential. Let's see if he can atone for his error that he had the last half inning. Okay, we'll pitch to him. Hits it to shortstop. The runner on second cannot advance, and Trammell is thrown out at first. So with 2 down now, and Grubb still on second base, we have Kirk Gibson, the leadoff batter, coming up to the plate. Lefty on righty action here. Lefty at the plate, righty on the mound. And let's see what Dizzy is able to throw at Kirk. And he gets a single that goes to right field, and the throw home is not in time, and the Tigers have taken a 1-0 lead, and they may be on their way to some champagne in the clubhouse for the game-winning celebration and series-winning celebration. So Tigers have a 1-0 lead. Let's keep going here. Okay, Dizzy is dealing now to Chet Lemon, who is still in the candidacy for MVP of the series, I think, but struck him out swinging. So that's the final out of the inning, and we have us a scoring ball game now. After 2.5, it is Tigers 1, Cardinals nothing. Cardinals coming up to bat. Let's see what we get from Mr. Petrie versus Mr. Buster Mills in this at-bat. Okay, we'll swing away here, and we're on a 1-2 count.
Strike 3.
Mills strikes out swinging. So there's another strikeout for Dan Petrie. He is starting to deal a little bit. His past history has indicated that he likes, the further along he goes, the hotter he gets. So let's see how he does pitching against his opposite number in 1, Dizzy Dean. Okay, we'll go ahead and swing him away. On a 2-strike count, Dizzy hits it to the first baseman, who throws it to the covering pitcher, and we now have 2 men out. Okay, so with 2 outs, we have Pepper Martin coming to the plate. We'll go ahead and let him swing away, and let's go. Looks like it's the first hit of the game for the 1934 Cardinals. He gets a single to right field. And so he's on first base with 2 men out. Hit that ball on a 2-2 count. And now we got this Frankie Frisch up at the plate with Pepper Martin on first with 2 away. Let's see what we get from Mr. Frisch. And he gets a single of his own. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send him. Okay, so I made a good decision there. I must have clicked something on the AI side for the Tigers, and I'm making decisions for the Tigers. And not the Tigers, but the Cardinals. I'm making decisions for the Cardinals, which I don't like to do. So I'll try to remember next time I do a simulation, don't click on the AI part. Okay? So we have them on second and third now, with 2 outs still, and coming to the plate will be the number 3 batter, Ripper Collins. Okay, he is up and raring to go to see how he does against righty Dan Petrie. All right, so we're going to swing away, and he hits the ball in the air to left field, and Mr. Jones caught the ball and gets the out. So, with 2 outs, the man at the plate did not get the job done. They stranded 2 runners, including 1 in scoring position at third base, and it remains, after 3 complete, the 1984 Tigers 1 and the 1934 Cardinals nothing. Okay, we will continue on. Top of the 4th inning. We will pitch to the batter, and
Strike 3.
Struck him out swinging. Okay, I mean, really hard stuff. Let's see on Dizzy Dean's ledger here. He has 5 strikeouts already, and we're only in the top of the 4th. So he, like I said, is dealing, even though he's on the short end of the run stick. His team is losing 1-0 here in the top of the 4th. But 5 strikeouts, can't argue with that. Okay, the 1-out batter now will be Lance Parrish, and with a 1-strike count, he hits it to the shortstop, and he throws him out. So Collins, or DeRocher picked the ball up, throw it to first baseman Collins, and we are down to 2 outs. 1 out to go for the Tigers. Okay, let's keep on moving. And that looks like a lazy... Oh, wait a minute. Is it lazy? Is it lazy? No, it's not. That ball is out of here. That ball is gone. To borrow Dish's term, ball go far for sweet Lou Whitaker. Okay? So now that puts the Tigers up 2-0, and the champagne is starting to become smellable. Let's put it that way, okay? The champagne is on ice. Okay, so we will, still with 2 outs, Darrell Evans at the plate. We will pitch to the batter. Let's go with a 3-2 count, and there is a single from Darrell Evans, and he's on first now with 2 men out. Mr. Dean is starting to lose his magic a little bit, I do believe. Okay, we'll pitch to the batter. Marty Castillo draws a 2-out walk. Okay, yep, Dizzy's starting to lose his stuff. Okay, let's keep going here now. We're going to pitch to the batter. Another single. Is that going to score another run? No, it's going to load the bases up. It's going to load the bases up. And I think since I'm making managerial decisions, I might as well start somebody up here. Let me go and look here. Where is it now that I get to do this? I think I need to click here on the bullpen. And we're going to pull a pitcher in from the bullpen, and that pitcher, I think, because the hitters are kind of having a field day, I think I want to have a better movement pitcher in there, so I'm going to put in the long reliever Jim Winford, and we're going to drop him down here for warming him up. Okay. Hang on. I thought I had it. Let's try this. I want to warm up Jim Winford. Yes, I do. Okay, so let's go ahead, get back to the ball game. Now, Dizzy knows that we have somebody warming up in the pen, and here's Trammell up with the bases loaded with 2 outs still, and the Tigers are already up 2-0. We'll go ahead and pitch to the batter. Don't have much of a choice. And this looks like, oh my, he caught it just short of the warning track. So Trammell gave St. Louis a bit of a scare, but they ended up coming up empty with the bases loaded. But Lou Whitaker managed to give them another run with a solo shot in the top of the 4th, and the Tigers now lead 2-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. Okay, so Bill Delancey is up, and I think I'm going to keep Winford warming up in the bullpen. Okay, so Delancey gets him a single. Okay, so with 1 out, he hit that on a full count. So nobody out, I should say, and we have a man on first base, Bill Delancey, and Ducky Medwick up at the plate right now, and we're going to let him swing away. And on a full count, looks like he's going to get a single of his own. Okay. And we have Delancey going to second. They didn't offer me the option to advance Delancey, so it must have been too hard hit a ball to consider going to third on. So Delancey's at second, Joe Medwick is at first, and we have Jack Rothrock, that's easy for me to say, Jack Rothrock up at the plate. Lefty on righty action. Let's see if the Cardinals can make some noise here with nobody out and men at first and second. Okay, We'll swing away at it, and on a 1-ball count, it's a wild pitch, and the runners move up. The runners move up, went low and inside, kicked away from Parrish. So Parrish goes all the way back to the wall to chase it, but it does not stop the runners from advancing. So now 2 runners in scoring position. A well-hit ball from Mr. I forgot who's even up at the plate. Mr. Rothrock is up. A well-placed ball can tie this ball game up. So let's see what he's able to do with nobody out, and he draws a walk. A walk on a 3-1 count. So the bases are loaded. All the ducks are on the pond, and here coming up to the plate we have future Cubs manager Leo DeRocher, and there's our final ad break getting ready to come up. So let's take our last ad break, and we'll continue with this bases loaded, nobody out action to see if the Cardinals can make some noise. Okay, that's a good question. Why the Detroit Tigers have red helmets? But I'll have to take a look at that. Maybe I cited the wrong team and called the Tigers the Cardinals or the Cardinals the Tigers. Hard to say. Let's see. We have Leo DeRocher now up at the plate with the bases loaded full of Cardinals and nobody out. They are threatening definitely to make some action happen here in the bottom of the 4th. So we're going to swing him away. Let's see what goes. And he gets a single. Okay. And it was hit hard enough that the man rounding third didn't make it all the way around. So we still have nobody out. And the Cardinals have scored their first run of the ball game. Bases are still loaded. And we have us a ball game here, folks. We have us a real ball game. So Petrie is up. I don't know if they're going to warm up anybody yet, but Buster Mills, the center fielder, is up at the plate. We'll swing him away. And a little bit of a muffed pitch, but Parrish managed to smother it and keep the runners from moving. So we keep on going now with 1 ball and no strikes. And on this 1-0 count, we'll swing away. And now with a 1-2 count, struck him out swinging. So he did not get a chance. Mills did not get a chance to make any noise there because he is out on a swinging strike. Let's keep going. We have us Dizzy Dean. Oh, baby. Pitcher against pitcher, with the bases loaded and 1 out. This will be interesting to see how we do here. Are we going to try a squeeze? Are we going to try to do something else? Let's try swinging away and see what Dizzy can do with the ball, because he really, in actuality, was not that bad a hitting pitcher. Okay, Dizzy Dean is going to swing away. And what does he do?
You're out!
They ended up getting a double play out of that. So Dizzy, that should have been an opportunity for me to pinch hit for Dizzy, because I forgot I had a pitcher warming up in the pen. See, that's why I don't like to do game decisions is because I suck at them. I get wrapped up in other details when I should be, it doesn't work. Okay, so anyway, are we going to bring in Whitson, or are we going Winford, or are we going to set him down? He's tired. Let's see. Okay, I didn't want that. Let's go and get to the bullpen. I'm going to go back and send him back here. Okay. Since the Cardinals got a run back, I think Dizzy's going to get another chance to pitch here. Okay. So let's get back to the game. And we are now in the top of the fifth. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Let's jump ahead to the 8th inning. Okay? Because I'm running out of time. Oh, baby. Okay? Top of the 7th, Detroit took him to town. Took him to the cleaners. Absolutely cleaned house. So I think I'm going to go, and we're going to make this to the top of the 9th. Nobody scored in the 8th, so we're in the top of the 9th. Detroit is now up. We're going to go ahead and do a half inning. And the Cardinals are going to come up for what is probably going to be their final at-bat of the game and of this series. So Jim Mooney is the batter up. He is pinch hitting for the pitcher, I do believe. And we are going to go ahead and with 2 strikes. Struck him out swinging. So what have we got? What have we got? We got Randy O'Neal pitching for the Tigers now. Okay, I forgot to note that. Tiger pitcher Randy O'Neal is in there. And Pepper Martin is coming up to the plate with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. And with 1 out on the first pitch he sees, he hits it to the third baseman, throws him out, and now the Cardinals are out of options. They're down to their final out of the game. Their final at-bat. They need to do something with it if they want to make some noise. Frankie Frisch is up, and with a 2-1 count, hits it to second base, and the 1984 Detroit Tigers have won this World Series. Oh my goodness. What a series. Let's see, my vote for MVP of the series is going to be Mr. Center Field. Forgot his name already. Center fielder, Chet Lemon. He's going to be my choice for MVP of the series, but it turns out to be Kirk Gibson instead. Kirk Gibson is the World Series MVP, and I feel kind of sad for our friends in St. Louis, because in the Detroit locker room we hear the sounds of celebration. You know, we even get to hear the champagne get uncorked. And in the Cardinals locker room, their own home locker room, it's not as pretty a picture at all. I hear this. Eesh, they're not happy. They are not happy at all over there. And somebody's going to have a repair bill to pay, but it is the Cardinals' home stadium, so who's to say? But in any event, the 84 Tigers will come back. Our next historical simulation that we play, that could be next week, could be the week after, but they will be defending their 2 consecutive World Series championships against another unnamed mystery team that we're going to be thinking about between now and Sunday next. All right, let's get ready and get ourselves set to do a nice little giveaway. Okay? It's about time for us to do our 25,000 perfect point giveaway, but let's finish up this series here, and I'll finish it up. And maybe before we do the giveaway, I want to look and see, okay, there's those 3 packs that I earned. They came in. Okay, the 74 tournament's still going. I can spam another one. I want to take a look at 74 before I draw us a winner and get us a giveaway going here. Okay, so we're going to get this Ace of Bronze spammed up. I want to look at that 74 tournament. I got to look at that 74 tournament because I'm 22 away from that 96 that I just fired off. This should be in packs by now. So I already have 13 tournament packs today plus 5 drops. So I have 18 packs that I've earned today, and I'm hoping to get some more. And what do we have? Oh, we are leading the quarterfinal 3-2 over these Brooklyn Drifters, who are managed by Tumpa Wumpa. Tumpa Wumpa. Okay? Let me look what their managerial record looks like. I'm just going to search on Tumpa. Okay? And there they are, the Brooklyn Drifters. Oh gosh, they're not slouches at all. For me to be leading them 3-2 in a quarterfinal, that's not too shabby a result for my boys. So yeah, that 55 is a very respectable tournament win number. So my hat is off to them, and GG's in advance for however this series happens to play out. But we are currently leading it 3-2 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. That'll give me just about enough time to do a giveaway. We might jump back here to check out that sim, but first thing I need to do is get to another screen, so bear with me a moment. So let's go here and get ready to do our giveaway. Okay, I need to bump up my volume a little bit. Okay, there we are. Okay, and when I went back there, I inadvertently, oh yeah, I know what I did wrong. I should have hit it in OBS instead of doing it on the Stream Deck. Okay, all right, I got that fixed. Now let's go ahead and get ourselves a giveaway set up. I have to go to another screen and do that. And here we go. We're going to do the giveaway, get that set up. I'm going to copy a previous giveaway and go in here. Now, here's the way it's going to work. Once I create the giveaway, it will appear in chat. I will be drawing one winner for 25,000 perfect points in this giveaway. And I'll be sending you a whisper in Twitch to find out your OOTP manager name that you want the account that you want the perfect points sent to. Capitalization is important, that you get the correct capitalization on your manager name in OOTP. So I'll be asking for that later. Now to enter, all you have to do is !enter or !ticket. They are interchangeable, but you only use one of them and you only use it once. Don't put a number. Don't put a number after the word enter or the word ticket. Even though the chat that Stream Elements puts up, I cannot edit that text that shows up in chat when I start the giveaway, where it says to put a number after the word enter or a number after the word ticket. Don't do it, or else it'll kick you out. Don't do it. It's just !enter and then hit the enter button, or !ticket and then hit the enter button. No numbers at all, and only do the command once, because if you try to do it twice, it'll come back and tell you you're no longer in the giveaway. Okay? So let's go ahead and get this thing started. You ready? It is getting ready to start right about now. Okay? We'll let it run for a couple of minutes, and you see there in the okay, where it says in the chat, where it says ticket 1, don't do ticket 1. You can do enter or ticket, but no number. Okay, excellent, excellent. I'm seeing good stuff in there. Good luck to everybody. Go ahead. The people who are ghost shipping right now are missing out on their chance to get 25,000 free perfect points. LCD Drag or LC Dragon, first time in the chat. Welcome to the channel, sir. And also Ever E Stuff for the first time in chat. Thank you for appearing. We appreciate you being here. Good luck to everybody. The first 30 seconds have elapsed. We have 17 tickets in there. So we still have room for entries. We still have a little over a minute and 15 seconds left. You can see the status on the giveaway up in the upper left-hand portion of this screen. Giveaway how? Stream Elements is going to pick the winner. Brent3232. We will, once you give me your manager name in OOTP, the account where you want the perfect points to go, if you're the winner, then I will send that to my helpers at OOTP, and they will send you the 25K perfect points. Okay? That's how it's going to happen. It's about the same mechanism that DishNet uses. Whenever he has call your shot, he has that automated form where you put in your OOTP manager name, right? Hey, thank you for following on the channel, C Lawless Clerk or Clawless Kurt. Okay, I should have. I can tell you where that C Lawless came from. Instead of Clawless, C Lawless. My high school math teacher was Tom Lawless. Okay, and his nickname, for whatever reason, was Charlie. I have no idea where the Charlie came from. But Tom Lawless, he sometimes would go by C Lawless because we all knew it was Charlie, but his first name was actually Tom. We sadly lost him a few years ago, but I'll tell you, that guy was one hell of a math teacher. One absolute tremendous. Oh, Torgonius, sorry about that, buddy. You entered once too much. Ah! Ouch, 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 ouch. Go back through chat, Torgonius, and you'll see where you entered the first time. And it did kick you out. Sorry about that. Sorry that you lost your chance this time around. But C Lawless Kurt, Clawless Kurt, thank you for your... I got to get myself out of that habit. I'm reading the things way too literal. Clawless Kurt for your follow on the channel. Thank you, thank you. How much time do we have left on the giveaway? It's about 10 seconds until we're 3 minutes in, so we will call it quits after the 3-minute mark, and we are now complete. The giveaway is closed. 21 tickets are in the hopper. Good luck to everybody who's in there. We're going to be picking a random winner right now, and that random winner is, be watching the chat, it'll tell you who gets it. It's going to be IC Dragon 13 has won the giveaway. Thank you for entering, and congratulations to everybody. Okay, so Mr. IC Dragon, or is that LC? That is IC. IC Dragon, congrats. Okay, now I'm going to be sending you a whisper inside of Twitch, so please be watching out for it. I'm going to want to get your OOTP manager name, so please be watching for it. I'm going right now to Twitch. I'm going to whisper on your name, and you'll see at the upper right hand side of the screen you have 3 little icons up there. Just to the left of where it says get bits, there's a crown and an envelope and a little bubble that points down. The bubble pointing down is the whisper button, so you're going to need to click on that to give me your information. Okay? Okay, there, I put the whisper up. You should see a number 1 by that downward bubble, and that's where you'll be able to open it up and type in your information. So it is, now that's capital I? Okay, capital IC Dragon 13, okay? bear with me just a moment, and I will do a little bit of verification to make sure that we have you in there correctly, okay? Bear with me, please. I'm going back to the game and going to the universe just to make sure that we have the information correct. Okay? And we have enough time that we're still going to be able to do after I verify IC Dragon, then we'll be able to raid you folks over to another channel. Okay? Okay, got it. Okay, let me check it out real quick. Okay, I'm looking in the universe at the managers and rankings, because I promised the folks at OOTP that I would verify all of my winners. Okay, there you are. You have the Cleveland Fossils, and you're in Diamond League, and you've won 8 tournaments. Congratulations on winning 25,000 perfect points. And thanks so much for entering the tournament, and congrats to you. Okay? Everything is verified, and IC Dragon 13 will be getting his perfect points either sometime later today or perhaps as sometime tomorrow. Last time I gave away perfect points, it turned out to be like Monday afternoon before they finally appeared. But I do send an instant message in Discord to my OOTP helper, and that person is the one who gives you the perfect points. So thanks everybody for entering, and thanks everybody for coming and spending time with the old fart today. We appreciate everybody being here. Okay, it is an I. Okay, it looks like it's a capital I, but it's an I, not an L. Okay, thank you, IC Dragon. Okay, so we are getting ready to call our quits. I'm going to go look for a raid target. I still don't have the automated Chrome extension for trying to build up on raids. Let me see here real quick. Okay, I need to come out here and start up Twitch. And I'm looking for an PT23 channel that's running, and we will see. It looks like, oh, Nershabenko is up. Okay, we're going to go raid him because he provides drops for everybody. He does provide drops, and if you remember, he came into chat, I believe it was yesterday or earlier today. So he has been in our channel before, and we're glad to send viewers his way. All right, so be on the lookout. We're going to be starting the raid very, very soon. Okay. Alrighty, so in the meantime, this is Gorgo 2005, rounding third and heading for home. Thanks for spending some time with the old fart today. We hope to catch everybody on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for our next pack ripping session, and we will hopefully see you then. But in the meantime, have a great rest of the day, everyone, and give Nershabenko all the Gorgo love that you can, and we will send you off his way. So take care. Catch you all later now. Bye-bye.